Welcome to Next to Madison, a podcast to help you live your best life.
Welcome back to another episode of Next to Madison. I'm super excited for this episode. We have all heard of NFTs. We had a podcast that launched in the spring with G Money talking about NFTs. He's one of the CryptoPunk guys. He's kind of one of the originators kind of behind this whole movement and knew just the potential of it. And so now on this episode, we're actually going to be sitting down with two creators of a new NFT project that is launching towards the end of January, but they'll give us more details when they come on. But they're going to talk about what NFTs are. I know everybody has heard this word. Some understand, some don't. How you can buy them. They're going to kind of try to simplify this. And then we're going to get into their new project, which is Mystical Muses, which they're going to talk about the utility they have behind it. They're going to talk about how they kind of came up with it, their backgrounds, etc. And hopefully you guys will get as excited about this project as I am. I think this is going to be a great episode because I just read a statistic that like less than 3% of people own NFTs, but yet it's like the biggest thing out there. So I think the problem really with NFTs is that people don't understand really like how to buy them or how to join the Discord channels that a lot of these start to build momentum and hype on. So we're going to cover all that in this podcast. So you're not going to want to miss this. You just don't know the potential of these projects. Could this make you enough money to quit your job? Possibly. We never know. But in order to win in the game, you got to be in the game. And to be in the game, you got to have knowledge to safely get in the game. So this episode is going to do that for you. So if you like money, which I don't know anyone that does not, this episode is for you. I'm super excited about this. I'm trying to get into NFTs myself. I'm definitely going to be jumping in with this group. I know them. I trust them. I think they're amazing. They've got great utility. But anyways, I'm going to stop yapping my trap. Again, if you guys haven't rated us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please do. It helps us get up in the rankings so more people can hear the message and more people can tune in and we can give you guys more shows that you absolutely love. So your support is greatly appreciated. And I'm psyched that you guys are back for another episode, and this one's going to be exciting. All right, we are back with my guests that are talking about these NFTs and specifically their NFT project. But before we get into their amazing new project, I want them to talk about NFTs. We've all heard about them, but what exactly are they, and why should everybody be getting involved in these?
Who wants to go first? It's like double touch. You want me?
Yeah.
You want me to go? Okay. So NFTs are, thank you for having us, first of all.
Of course. Thanks
Really
for
happy
being
to be here. And NFTs are non-fungible tokens. It's basically a smart contract on the blockchain. And an NFT can mean a lot of different things. But it is really the contract, like a smart contract. The way that people are using NFTs now, at this moment, is everyone's heard of the JPEGs, like the Bored Apes or the CryptoPunks and those really big projects. And NFTs have basically created a new asset class, a new type of asset that people can use for financial reasons. And for some of us, like the way that my partner and I have decided to create our NFTs, we not only made beautiful art, but we're also making it as a token, as an entrance into a club and a community, and also with access to really cool events. So it's not just a community where you can be with people, but it is also tangible events that you get to enjoy as a member. So NFTs can be used for a lot of different things, and they've been around for a minute, but they have been evolving to basically mean a lot of different things. And a lot of artists jumped onto the NFT train, and I think they will continue to, in order to get their work out there and to be part of Web3.
Yeah, which is all the rage, and it is so exciting. And I apologize, I didn't even mention your guys' names. Okay, so this is Jessica Brockett,
Hi.
Brian. And you guys both have very impressive backgrounds. So let's just touch on that real quick. So Jessica, you go ahead and go first about your background.
So I went to MIT for undergrad, and a long time ago. Don't let the Botox fool you. And I
No.
and, and I was recruited into the CIA, where I was an analyst for 11 years. While at the CIA, I got my master's in applied economics at Johns Hopkins while I was working there, and then I became a stand-up comedian while I was there. Which was a wild experience to do stand up at night and work at the CIA during the day. Um, and then eventually I quit. I became an energy healer, which is even weirder than all of that. While still doing stand up, I became a Reiki healer, and that business blew up. And I got featured in the New York Post and CNBC for somebody who made six figures as an energy healer in New York City. And then about 4 months ago, Ryan and I decided to start an NFT company.
Which is just so amazing, because you have such an impressive, strong business background. And then Ryan, I know your background obviously, but share us your background.
I was an illustrator, a web developer, and animator for many Fortune 500 companies, and I'm a stand-up comedian right now, and then a producer for a lot of New York comedy clubs.
Yeah, which is great. And that's part of your utility, because it's important when you guys are buying NFTs to obviously look at the utility. Like, what does it provide? What do you get for owning this?
Yes.
We do Reiki sound baths, and we have like weekly shows and events like tarot card readings
and so for those who purchase the NFTs that are outside of where you guys are based, where these comedy shows are, will they be able to do it virtually, or?
Yeah, so we will have weekly events, and the weekly events will be at least one to two virtual comedy shows a month. And then we will have also at least two spiritual events. So one of them will be a sound bath, and one of them will be some sort of intuitive reader, healer type of person. So it could be an astrologer or tarot reader or medium or something like that.
Well, that's so cool. So if I own an NFT with you guys, if I own one of your NFTs,
yes,
then I can get free tarot card readings?
Yeah, basically.
That's amazing, because these tarot card readings for people that do those can be very expensive.
Right. Absolutely. They can.
Yeah, they add up, but everybody needs a little guidance in their life. I know that sometimes we think we know what's best for us, but we just don't know. Like when I was going back to New York, I couldn't decide if I should go back to New York for that time. Yeah. And I kept like trying to meditate on it and pray on it. And finally I went to a psychic who told me I should go back to New York. So I packed my damn bag and went. So it's definitely, it's good for guidance that way. So I want to get into how to purchase these.
Sure.
So I think that's the most important thing, because I think this is where people get totally lost. So what's kind of the first step to purchase an NFT?
Well, I would say the first step is to go to metamask.io and MetaMask, the website, and to create a MetaMask wallet. And the MetaMask wallet is the wallet where you can hold and display your NFTs, and your wallet address is something that is public also. But there is a lot of security, as I know both of you know, in having a MetaMask wallet. But just go to the MetaMask website and follow the prompts, and it's super duper easy. It's just, it's really easy. Like they give you a seed phrase that you can't share with anyone. That's security. So it's very easy. And then once you have a MetaMask wallet, the next step is to load Ethereum into your MetaMask wallet. So they're really like, it's kind of like, I think like two steps in terms of first MetaMask wallet, you could do that first, or you could transfer your dollars to Ethereum and upload Ethereum.
Yeah, can you buy Ethereum within MetaMask?
No, you have to go to another exchange. So you have to go
Okay.
to Gemini or Coinbase, um, and and then basically use one of the exchanges where you can exchange dollars for crypto. So
Okay.
so on the exchanges you can also buy Bitcoin, or you can buy Ethereum. You can buy. I mean, different exchanges have different coins available,
Yeah.
so they don't all have all coins.
Yeah.
But Ethereum is one of the main coins that people use.
Okay, perfect. And you guys, episode 139, if you want to reference back to that episode, we talked about how important seed phrases are and to keep those secure. So when you're setting up your MetaMask wallet or any of these other crypto exchanges that you're going to buy, you're going to get this seed phrase. They could be 12 to 24 words. It is critical that you do not share it and you do not lose it. Don't take a picture of it on your phone, because if your phone got hacked or your computer got hacked, write it down, and then I make a copy of it and I put it in 2 secure places, because God forbid there was a fire. Even these fireproof safes can be compromised if a fire is burning long enough and fast enough. And if you lose that seed phrase, you lose your crypto. So if you need to go back and reference that, please do that. I just want to make that critical point so people don't lose their NFTs that they're about to buy. I'm very excited for everybody to get into this. So yeah, go to Coinbase. I think Coinbase is pretty easy. Make sure you copy it. When you paste it over to MetaMask, I was just playing with MetaMask the other day. It'll say that it's copied from Coinbase, so it gives you a little more security that that money is going in. It's pretty instantaneous, so it's going to show up in your MetaMask wallet. It's already connected to the Ethereum main network, which is what you're going to use to buy those NFTs. Okay, so now they've loaded up their MetaMask.
Mm-hmm. They've
So
loaded
then
up their MetaMask. Money's in MetaMask, and then they can head to OpenSea.
Okay.
For us, for our stuff. The majority of collections are on OpenSea. There are other collections and there are other chains. So, but we're going to keep it simple, and OpenSea is the main one where people also trade and flip NFTs. A lot of that is on OpenSea.
Okay, so when I go to OpenSea.io,
Mm-hmm.
I create an account.
Yes.
And then is there a place where I just connect my MetaMask wallet? Like, how do you do that? Because I think there is one where you just connect, but when you hit connect, does it automatically connect it?
Yeah, you can connect it that way.
Okay, so then you go to OpenSea, and then that way, that's where you can go in and
yes, and purchase NFTs. Purchase
okay.
NFTs. Most people, before they so there are different ways to purchase NFT. I mean, that's like the nuts and bolts in terms of like, here are the technical steps on how you do it, which is what you're sharing, which is brilliant and super important. But then the truth is, a lot of people join the NFT communities prior to their drops, and by drops, what we mean is their launches, or when they are actually when their NFTs are for sale. So I think that people, am I making sense?
Yeah,
I hope
absolutely.
that's for the audience. So a lot of people will join the community, and it's like, how do I join the community? Number one, follow people on Twitter primarily, and then the community, the real information is going to be on Discord. And Discord is an app that was an interface that was really created for gamers, but then now NFTs, the large collections, all have their own Discords, and there are also other Discords that are not NFT related but are crypto related that are really fantastic, where I've learned a lot and I've made friends, and it's been really rewarding to be on Discord. So if you're interested in a collection, I would join the Discord, and you will get information. You can communicate with the artists, you can communicate with the founders, you can ask questions, you can be a part of designing the next drop or collection or whatever. You can be really a part of the process. And also that's when you will find out when the drop is coming, like when will the NFTs be released and when are they open for sale, because most NFTs, they have a pre-sale, but the pre-sale is from a whitelist, which is like an insider's list, which is generally not that big.
Okay.
And then let's say a 10,000 collection will have like 500 to 700 on the whitelist, maybe 1,000 on the whitelist, and then the rest will be a public sale.
Okay, gotcha. And so does it depend on the NFT of how many NFTs you could buy? Like, is there a purchase limit?
There is generally a purchase limit, and the purchase limit varies by the NFT collection. So what we're talking about, there are two main types of NFTs that are art related, and one of them is collection, like
Okay.
something 10K, 8K, 3K, 5K, something like that, thousands. And then there's another type, which is one-on-ones. So let's say a fine painter artist will make an NFT out of a visual art piece, and they'll sell maybe 9 of them or 3 of them, and they'll sell them individually. They might put them up for auction. So I just want to make sure that we're talking about the NFTs that are the larger collections, because that's a whole nother beast and animal than the art collections that are just art.
Okay, okay, gotcha. So when I go to OpenSea and I search, are you guys going to be under the art category or the collections?
I mean, I think they're we'll be under, we'll be listed as a collection.
As a
We're at
okay.
2000 collection.
Yeah.
Okay, so they just go to the collection, or they can type in the search bar and
Yeah.
type in. Okay.
I think the best way is to really just join the Discord
Okay.
and to put alerts, because we don't know exactly when we're dropping.
Okay, so let's get right into that then. Let's talk about your NFT project and what's your Discord, how can people find you, follow you, etc.
Well, I mean, before we say that, I wanted to also say that there's a royalty sharing for our NFTs, which are not super common. So I don't know if Ryan told you that before, but there is royalty sharing, and the royalty sharing is that the original owners will also get 2.5% of royalties for all resales.
That's pretty impressive.
So that's really nice. We were really inspired by World of Women. So basically, when we were designing our project and designing our roadmap, we went to the collections that we thought were like, what are the collections that we admire, that we really like, which ones were successful, which ones are respected, which ones not just respected, but which ones are like, they're still going, because you want to join an NFT collection that is going to keep their floor price high, and that is going to have continued value, and that will have continued buzz. You don't want to just like, if you're going to buy into a collection, you want to get something out of it, unless you just want to buy the art and you just like the art and that the price isn't that high for you. Like, that's also a legitimate way to purchase NFTs. But if you're in trading, or if you like reselling or anything like that, like checking out the royalties, checking out the community, and whether or not the community is whether or not the founders and the community really care, whether or not it's a cash grab, or if it's something that is are these people really committed to creating a company? Are these people really committed to creating a community? Are they really committed to creating value?
Yeah, that's why the roadmap is very useful to see
Yeah.
in a company.
Okay, because there are some NFTs out there that really are just a cash grab. They offer nothing, right?
Or rug pulls. Rug pulls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And so what happens with the rug pulls? They just sell them and disappear?
Yeah.
And then you still own this NFT, but it's basically worthless?
That's right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, I mean, part of the reason why, because a lot of the people who make NFT collections are anonymous, or the cash grab ones are anonymous. So if you're a public persona, you have to be held accountable. And so that's why we came out, or especially I was the first, we decided at least one of us should be publicly known, and now both of us will be publicly known, and that way we can be held accountable for our project.
Which is great, because a lot of people want to kind of see who's behind the project and know who they can kind of reach out to should something happen, or if they have questions. You know, so many of these projects get so big, and then if it gets lost, like, you have no one to turn to. You know, and I got to share a little thing. Luckily, it wasn't a lot, but I was just playing around, because I don't own an NFT yet. You guys are going to be my first ones. But I was playing around, and I was on a Discord channel for an NFT. And they had this like it said like a whitelist drop thing. And so I clicked on it, and then it said you can mint it. And it was really cheap. It was like $150 or something like that, right? At the time of what Ethereum was. And so I was like, oh, I'll just like test this one. And so I minted it, connected my MetaMask wallet, transaction went through, no NFT.
What?
You're right. So I went back to the Discord, and I said, hey, like, NFT never showed up. I think something's going on here. I don't know if it's a scam or a scammer got into the channel.
Right.
And I put the link, and then people started writing back. They're like, oh yeah, we're trying to go after them. Like, the scammer was in the Discord channel, like got in the Discord channel and put this, and was basically like, they allowed you to buy like 20 of them, and they were cool. But luckily I just was doing a test. I just wanted to see how it worked with this one. And I got scammed. So be careful that you guys really look into these projects and make sure when you're on Discord, like, make sure that the links are verified. Like, you don't want to make the mistake I made. And so
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that nobody goes into your Discord channel and does it. It sucked, but it was $150. So write it off against the gains, right?
But in general, the Discords, if they're a large Discord, a lot of them are really well monitored. We'll have to hire Discord admins.
So I'm surprised they didn't catch this.
I don't know which Discord this was. It's weird because at 30,000 members, it's a full-time job to take care of Discord for that many people.
Yeah, exactly. So it was crazy. And they're like, no, we haven't even launched. Like, we don't even have the white sale yet, blah, blah, blah.
Right,
so be careful, obviously, of that. But, okay. So the Discord's so how do people kind of find these new NFTs that are coming up on Discord?
I think that the best way to find NFTs is really through Twitter. Twitter is really like the home of NFTs.
Okay.
And then from Twitter, you can join Discords. There are some on TikTok, but really Twitter is the home. My favorite, somebody can, if they want to check out either, if they check out Mystical Muses, like Mystical_Muses on Twitter, see who I'm following, follow a bunch of those people, and then that's already a huge help, who we're following. And the thing is, now there are Twitter Spaces. So what Twitter Spaces is basically a Clubhouse built on top of Twitter. And there are these chat rooms that are audio that anybody can join. And that a bunch of people, like I think 11 people can speak at once, but you can have like thousands of listeners. So those are really great. Those are really great places to learn about NFTs. And also think about like I joined a lot of female Discords, like Lady Crypto Gang, Women in NFTs. I really like those. I find them to be really supportive. Joining the rooms there's something called Web3 Familia, which is like onboarding the Latinx community onto Web3. So find like a niche, I guess, where you feel safe or where you feel, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I did. And that really helped me sort of like get my foot in, and then try to, just spend some time listening. And then, and you could follow the influencers and see how that, there are a couple of Discords that discuss NFT drops that are coming also. Do
you know the name of those off the top?
One of them is called like Crypto Nights. Crypto Nights they talk about NFTs, but they also talk about just like crypto investing. I'm not a crypto day trader. I have no desire to be. So I don't do a lot of, trade. That's just not,
Okay.
I want to make art and make a Web3 company. That's what we're doing. That's our mission.
Yeah.
So, and we have our mission in terms of like what motivated us to get into the space, and like what was our dream and what's our vision and what's our inspiration behind it. Like that's a whole thing that I could like talk for long periods of time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so can we get into your collection now, or your NFT?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so it's called Mystical Muses.
Right.
Let's hear it.
Ryan?
Yeah, it's a collection of 10,000 muses of women, and there are all 150 elements that are generated. So, can you show it, actually? No, can you share the screen or no?
You should be able to share the screen if you want. But yeah, you guys, it's Mystical Muses. Join their Twitter, join their Discord as well. They're going to be launching soon. But I've seen the artwork, and the artwork's really amazing.
Yeah, they're really wild.
Yeah.
Some of them are pretty crazy. They're absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I love them. So the elements are different parts. There would be like eyes, hair,
Nectar.
necklace, clothing, skin color, lips. All of these different aspects are called elements. Face tattoos, things like that. Earrings, nose rings, all of those things are what elements are, and then they're computer generated in terms of they're like randomly generated to create 10,000 muses.
Yeah, and they're all unique, right? Like each
Yeah, some
NFT.
of them are really rare.
Every one of them is right, absolutely. Every one of them is absolutely unique. There is also rarity involved. If anybody is an NFT collector already and knows about rarity, we absolutely did a lot of work on making sure that some of the muses were rare and ultra rare in order to basically create muses that would be more expensive and that would go
Okay.
for more and that would get into more exclusive clubs. Like, for example, Bored Ape has 10,000 apes and 44 have gold skin or something like that. And so we chose like, I don't remember exactly how many, I have to look, but like 90 of our
Yeah, that was
10,000 have gold skin, for example. And
Okay.
so, and so those like a regular ape, let's say, goes for 300 to 400,000 now, and a gold ape goes for 1 million. And so we created sort of asset classes within our asset class. um,
Right. So when those
with different
launch
colors.
and you guys go live, what is the typical like launch price going to be?
Well, we're deciding. We have a price in mind, but we don't know. We may go a little higher, a little lower. We're going to, because the market changes so fast, the price of
Yeah.
Ethereum changes so fast. So it's a little bit of a fungible number
Yeah.
instead of, for our
Yeah.
non-fungible tokens have a fungible price.
Yeah.
But when we launch, our initial pricing was 0.08 ETH, which I don't know what that is right now. But and our whitelist price will be lower.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So yeah, so you guys know like these are priced in Ethereum, so obviously it'll be whatever that price is in US dollars is going to be the conversion rate, whatever it's trading at that moment. So when the collection drops and I'm
Yeah,
on OpenSea, I've loaded up my MetaMask with Ethereum,
yes,
I've connected my
yes.
wallet, I'm ready to go. How do I choose which one is best for me?
Well, when you're minting, it's random. It's a random generation when you're minting.
Okay.
You
So
don't
you don't just
actually
choose the picture
you
when
don't
you're minting.
choose one. No, it's
Aha.
randomly generated. And then when people sell them again, when they're reselling, then you choose.
Okay, so when I go to, it'll just say when it launches, it'll say on the minting date, whatever that date is. I
Yeah,
go to the collection on OpenSea, and then
yeah.
I hit mint or buy,
Yes, mint. Yeah,
and then it'll generate an NFT that then shows up in my MetaMask wallet,
that's right.
and I won't know what it is.
No.
So I could get a gold skin one if I'm lucky.
That's right. So it's actually kind of, in some ways, egalitarian because how do I say this? It's random.
Yeah, that's which is kind of cool too.
It is cool,
Like a little
right?
lottery within a lottery, you know?
Lottery within a lottery, yeah.
So,
So,
okay, and how many can one buy?
as of now, we were trying to decide between 10 and 20 per
Okay.
person per wallet. You can also just if our max is 10, you could just load up on 10 and then add another wallet and then just load up more. Hmm?
Yeah, that's true, right? You just keep, yeah, just keep
You
doing more.
can, but I think between 10 and 20, I think 10 is like a maybe normal max, 10 to maybe we'll do 15. I'm not really sure. We haven't like pinned down the full smart contract in terms of like how many should we, but our initial I think was around 15, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can buy up to 15 of them, which is cool.
Yeah,
So
it
I
is
didn't
cool.
know they were randomly generated on the drops. That's
Yeah,
that's new knowledge to me, so I like that.
it's crazy.
Yeah, so even so these people that got these gold skin NFT apes or bored apes,
Yeah.
like that are worth millions. Like they didn't know. They just went in and paid the $300 or $400, whatever it was worth.
Yeah, the apes were around $300 when they first dropped. They were 300. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing stuff. I remember I had a podcast on NFTs like back in the spring. I talked about it in the intro. You guys go back and listen to that. But this guy, I remember being like, oh, this is so cool. This is so cool. And we were talking about this whole thing. And I don't know why I didn't jump in right then, but woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? I guess there was more to learn. But yeah, it's exciting.
I'm not worried about you. I think you're going to be fine.
Oh, well, thank you. So how did you guys like decide on this type of NFT? Like what was kind of the inspiration behind the Mystical Muses?
I think yeah, go, please.
Jessica's very spiritual in her background. We wanted to do like a woman. There was not, at the time, there were not really a lot of women projects. Like, so we were trying to, do, and Jessica's background with the Reiki and everything. That's what we thought. We were trying to add the comedy shows too. That's why we were like, we have some sense of humor in our our art. It's like, it's great because like the way we have with tongue, it's grabbing a guy or the world. Yeah. So.
Oh, well, I mean, it's great. I've been lucky enough to see them and I'm like, so it's, I know, cause I've been to your website a couple times and on your Discord, I'm always like, I want that one, but now I guess I can't choose unless I buy it from somebody else.
So what we like about the idea of muses is muses are inspiration. So muses are the connection between the divine and humans.
Yeah.
And so they are, and this is really all about art. And muses, there's a muse of comedy, there's a muse of music, there's there's the muses of visual art. So we really felt that muses really sort of encompassed everything.
Yeah.
And that they were transformational, that if you follow inspiration, if you follow sort of like intuitive divine guidance or however you call it or connect with it, and Reiki is obviously, maybe not obviously, but healing is also guidance and all of that. So
yeah,
we thought that was a really nice umbrella for that. And we wanted our girls to be supernatural and wild. And a lot of our women have alien skin colors. So they're like blue skin and pink and 2 shades of green. We have like green, we have green with swirls, we have silver, we have gold, we have galaxy. We have like a ton of kind of alienation
yeah,
muses. So we have like 5 human skin colors, from very light skin to dark skin and in between, from like medium to tan to medium brown to dark brown. And so we wanted to have the gamut of human skin colors and then did like a ton of alien skin colors. We have more alien skin colors than human skin colors.
Oh, that's too funny. That is so cool though. Like, I mean, just the whole thing is just so fascinating, and the whole kind of, where everything's going. And so I've been hearing stuff about people buying NFTs to then be their avatar within the
Absolutely
Metaverse.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so can I have one of my mystical muses be me in the Metaverse?
Well, the current mystical muse will be a PFP. So it's a profile pic. So it's something that you would use on Twitter or on Instagram, but really more Twitter is where people use it. But we would need to create a collection where you can be a muse in the metaverse. That would require different coding on our part. And that is part of our roadmap. Part of our roadmap was to make clothing of the muses be wearable, like a skin, like a wearable clothing in the metaverse. So let's say there's one of them has this really gorgeous dress that has like waves coming out. It's like, it's one of our new ones. I don't know if you've seen it.
No,
It's
I don't
not on the website. She's stunning. And let's say you want to wear a dress like that in the metaverse, and you can be at home in your pajamas, and in the metaverse you can wear this beautiful sparkly gown that looks like waves.
It's still amazing. I love the whole Web3. I love the whole Metaverse thing. I just love it because it's creating so much innovation and things. But at the same time, it scares the shit out of me too. That we're all going to be sitting at home alone disconnected from everybody and living our life in this alternate reality.
Well, I think that with technology, we can set boundaries with technology, and also,
like we're gonna have to. We're gonna fall
we have
apart.
to set boundaries with technology. Yeah,
But yeah,
and also,
go ahead. Sorry.
And also with Web3, what I like about being an early adopter of Web3 is that we have the opportunity to change technology the way that we want. If you are an early adopter, not just somebody, then you can really design things. I mean, DAOs are a big part of Web3.
Yeah.
Decentralized, or organizations. And there's a lot of innovation that I think hasn't happened yet.
Oh, and that's what I feel like Web3, hopefully it stays this way, but I feel like it's really giving power back to the creators and the innovators instead of like these big corporate conglomerates, which is what I really love about it.
I agree, and that was a huge part of my motivation for getting into Web3, and it's a big part of my motivation for being here and creating this collection was to give power back to artists. Yeah. And like one of the things I really care about, and I know that you're a comedian, obviously, but like let's do comedy in a way that is less abusive to comedians, or not abusive, or just healthy to comedians and artists, and have a streaming service. If we can create our own, if we're in a place where we can create our own comedy streaming service, if we can make comedy album NFTs, if we can do all of these different ways, NFT is really a contract. So we can really just think of it that way. Like it doesn't just have to be JPEGs.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So, and which is great. So they register to the blockchain once they drop. Is that correct?
Yes.
Like they're purchased. Yes. Or are they on the blockchain and then the contract transfers to you?
We will have the smart contract set up, and then once they're purchased, then they transfer over to the owner.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I hope everybody's excited about this. I'm excited about this. So I know that you guys, Ryan, why don't you take us through kind of the roadmap, like the longer term picture of why people should be involved with Mystical Muses? Like, why do they need to have this?
We're trying to, our end game is we're trying to have a metaverse. We're going to have a venue in the metaverse that we're going to do like comedy shows and where everybody could have like Reiki sound baths and everything. Like, so I think that's how the future is really going to be, like the metaverse.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. And are you guys doing a clothing line?
Yes. We're going to sell clothes in the metaverse also, and we're going to do it in real life also.
Okay, so if I buy a Muse and you put it on a t-shirt, do I get royalties from that t-shirt?
I'm sorry. If you buy.
So if my Muse, let's say I own the one with the wavy dress, that's the one I own, and then you guys put it on a t-shirt, does the owner of that NFT then also get royalties for the t-shirt sales?
I think that it would be really complicated.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're not the only one with the wavy dress, for example.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
We would have to do that for every single element and the combination of elements.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, it is just so cool. Like the whole, and having an NFT today is almost like a status symbol, right? It's like your flex in the metaverse is what the lingo I've heard is.
Certain NFTs are really a flex. And I think even just having an NFT as a profile pic is a flex. I think that I
follow more accounts. I will follow accounts I don't know on Twitter if they have an NFT as their profile picture. I've noticed them doing that. To me, it legitimizes them for some reason. I don't give a shit about the blue check mark as much anymore. I like the NFT as the picture.
I don't have my face on Twitter anymore. So I have my face as an NFT, my profile picture, and of course our account Mystical Muses is also a profile picture. So yeah, as soon as I got into it, I was like, oh no, I need to have an NFT as my profile pic. Like I will not show my face. And I find it so liberating. I love it. I love that my face, because it's actually kind of the opposite of Instagram, where there's like this sort of like, how do I say this? you show people really a lot of people show their bodies on Instagram, and it becomes like a thing. And so on Twitter it's the opposite. It's like on Instagram everyone's naked, and then on Twitter no one knows what your face looks like, and it's just like a very funny like dichotomy of social media in terms of like, why is everyone nude here? Like I know everyone's like dimples, their butt dimples, and then here it's like, I don't know if people ask me what are your pronouns, you know what I mean? Because I don't even, the name is Mystical. When I'm going to Twitter Spaces, I'm Mystical. They don't know who, if I'm a male or female, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's true, right? If they can't see your face, but yeah, just be like, just call me Mystical. I know it is true. I find myself on Twitter a lot more going through, different things, and there's certain crypto people I just love to follow. I just think they're freaking hilarious.
Who do you follow on Twitter?
This guy, I really like this guy, Ryan Selkius. He's freaking great. He's got like 200,000 something followers, but he's honest, he's raw, which is why Ryan Selkis, Selkis.
I know him.
He's at 2bit Diot, 2-bit idiot. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he posts a lot about the stuff going on and, the Fed regulations and the market stuff. So I do, I like to follow him. But yeah, there's just a lot of people that are just kind of fun to follow on Twitter. But it is an educational thing. And if you guys are looking to make money in NFTs or in crypto, like it is critical that you start following these accounts, because you're going to kind of, get some information, which is good.
But, and also to understand the space.
Right, exactly. Because I keep seeing like I must be following a ton of different. I am following a ton of different cryptos and NFTs on my new account now that my old one got hacked on Instagram, and so my search page is like constantly showing me NFT things, like constantly, and I'll see like 12-year-old made $250,000 flipping an NFT, or this person quit their job, made $93,000, and they're cool to follow to kind of see. I mean, obviously they got lucky, and we're not going to go into the flipping too much in this episode because we're running out of time. But maybe we'll have you guys back and we'll talk about how to make money with NFTs. Because I think that's a whole other game too. It's like I've seen YouTube channels where they talk about if you are buying an already minted NFT, so the price is there, it's been purchased, to kind of look at the sale history of it, how many times it's sold and what the price is. And so there's so many different elements. But I like this podcast and this thing right now because it's like getting in on the something that's not available yet.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys don't own NFTs, like I thought I owned a little baby, but I got screwed in a scam. So don't do what I did. So I'm going to own a Mystical Muse. I'm going to have my family buy Mystical Muses. I'm very excited. Obviously I want to support my friends, but I think their artwork is genuinely amazing, and it's got a really good community behind it. And I just like what they stand for in their roadmap. So understand, the first thing I want you guys to do when you hear this, obviously get Ethereum, set up a MetaMask, create an OpenSea account, because you want these things ready when these drop. But I do like this because it's like, this is how you guys can get in on the game, right? This is not like go buy this expensive Bored Ape for $1 million. Most people don't have that kind of money. Now it's like, you guys can get in on this and be part of something that's amazing, which is exciting. I love it.
Thank you. And we are doing a Zoom every Thursday at 7 p.m. where we're teaching people how to use Discord and the basics of NFTs. And so that's something that because I think a large part of, like, I went to Art Basel and went to NFT panels and just met a lot of folks and talked to like these big publishing companies, marketing companies, and they were like, listen, we have to educate people on NFTs. You have to education is part of marketing. Mm-hmm. And there are people who are really interested and they want to learn from people that they trust, because it's still like new. And so we're creating sort of that community. And so we're teaching people how to use Discord, what to do.
So how do I join the Zoom Thursday at 7 Eastern?
So we're going to post it on our social media. I would just go to Mystical Muses and it'll be there. Yeah.
Okay, and so Mystical Muses is
Underscore Muses on
under
Twitter.
okay, so Mystical underscore
Mystical
Muses.
Muses, yeah.
Is it the same on Instagram?
It's Mystical Muses NFT on Instagram.
Okay, so Mystical Muses NFT Instagram, Mystical
Yeah.
underscore Muses on Twitter, and then Discord is what?
Well, the Discord is on the website. So the Discord is kind of everywhere. The Discord is on the Twitter. We'll have the Discord. The Instagram has the Discord. The Discord is on every place you can see us online. You can find the Discord. There's a
Okay,
Discord.
and that's just Mystical Muses, right? I'm on your Discord right now.
Yeah,
So if you go to and your website is it mysticalmuses.io?
that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go to mysticalmuses.io, and then is there a link there to join the Discord?
The link there to join the Discord. There's a link there to follow us on Twitter. So there's a link there to follow us on Instagram. Everything's on there.
Okay, perfect. So you guys get in on this. I'm excited. Like I said before, and I can't express my excitement enough for this. I am giving you access to get in on the ground floor of something amazing. This isn't already out there. This isn't a token that's been flipped a million times or an NFT or whatever it is. This is new. This is great. So I'm excited. You guys, thank you so much for coming on and
Thank you so much for having
us.
Madison.
I'm so excited for this. So you guys, yeah, definitely get in on this. Again, comment on how your experiences are. You guys, you can go, if you're listening to it on audio, I know hardly anyone goes to the YouTube channel, but I encourage you to go to the YouTube channel. You can also watch this episode if you want more confidence. Sometimes seeing the people behind the project gives us more confidence. So if you're wondering who the heck these beautiful people are, well, go on over to our YouTube and you'll be able to check it out there. So Jessica and Ryan, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this amazing project. And for all you people at home, I appreciate you, or wherever you are, tuning into another episode of Next to Madison. And we'll see you next time to find out who's next.
Hey, your host here, Madison Malloy. Please make sure to subscribe to the show on all podcast platforms, and please rate and review us on iTunes and Spotify. Also, if you have any questions or comments, you can email us at contact@nexttomadison.com. I thank you again for listening. Bye.